What's going on, Paisanos? V here, and today we have a DRYTRON deck profile. Yesterday I was at Gold 5, and a buddy hit me up and he wanted to learn how to play DRYTRONs. So it spanned within like a day. I went from Gold 5 to Plat 1 by playing this deck. This deck's absolutely insane. Arguably the best deck in Master Duel at the moment. Some people say it's Tri-Brigade, but I think DRYTRON is just better because it can play through more. And hopefully we're going to go first. I can show you the full combo. My build is a lot different than every build. I looked at online, I saw other builds of DRYTRON decks, and I felt like my build is a lot more straightforward, and it's a lot more consistent, which I think a lot of builds do have an issue with. So right off the gate, we open up Cyber Emergency as well as DRYTRON Nova, Herald of Orange Light, Double Eva. We're going to be able to do our full combo, just like I can show you. What I like to do is I like to go AZ, meaning I like to get Alpha, and I like to also get Zeta, ideally. I think every DRYTRON board wants to get that. So we're going to go ahead and special summon out Zeta with Nova. As you can see over here, bring out Zeta in defense mode. We're going to activate Alpha effect in hand, so we did it this way. So Alpha can get us that Ben 10. Because we want Alpha the first proc to get Ben 10. Obviously, the name of the game is getting Ben 10 and abusing Ben 10 over and over again because it's 3. You're allowed to have 3 in Master Duel. Fair? I like to think so. So we're going to activate Zeta. We're going to be tributing our Ben 10 and bringing Zeta out. Obviously, getting value from Zeta as well. And then we're going to use our Ben 10 to get Divine up the Herald. Ideally, when you're in this game state, the first thing you do is get Divine the Herald. Divine the Herald, just think of it as another way to get your Herald of Ultimateness, which I also play. I know people like to play the pre-prep build. I don't play pre-preparation of rights. I think that build is not that good. I personally like to play preparation of rights, not pre-prep. So at the end of this video, I'll go with my deck profile. I'll show you guys what I'm playing with. We're gonna go Fafnir, and Fafnir is gonna send Gamma. We play on 1 of Gamma, dumps it right over to the graveyard. Now before we use Gamma's effect, we're gonna go ahead and Minionish DRYTRON. Minionish DRYTRON to, once again, abuse Ben 10, because we can. We're going to be detaching 1, so now we have 2 DRYTRONs in graveyards, so now our Gamma can bring another DRYTRON out, and we're going to put Ben 10 on board, so you see it right there touching down. Then we're going to activate our Gamma in graveyard, as you can see over here, and we're going to be getting rid of Ben 10. So now we have 2 DRYTRONs being brought back, and our opponent is now scooping. DRYTRONs. You don't need to finish your combo. Your opponent ends it before you even in your own combo. Ideally, we would like to go something to the effect of like Appaloosa and Herald of Ultimateness. I know you might go, wait a minute, V, what if they play pre-preparation of rights? I mean, Forbidden Droplet. What they do Forbidden Droplet? If they're doing Forbidden Droplet in Master Duel, it's game 1. Okay, I mean, you still end with a bunch of hand traps. As you saw, my hand at Eva had Herald of Orange Light. Our opponent wasn't really playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Even if they was to do that play, which, once again, limits the amount of cards they can use, and then they gotta get through an Eva, Herald of Orange Light, which turns into another Herald of Orange Light, and Herald, so we're good either way. We're going first, and you can see over here, we have a Zeta, we have a Delta, so let's Nova out. No, okay. DRYTRONs, you don't play cards, you just win. I don't know what that was about, but Master Duel is really weird. Once again, we're in Plat Tier 1, mind you. Our opponent was like, nah, I'm good. DRYTRON is like I said, once you know this deck, once you understand what this deck wants to do, it's really fun to play. We're going to go first again, and we're going to win. Ideally. We're going to go first. Hopefully, our hand opens full combo, which is normally at least 2 DRYTRONs. Ideally, Alpha Zeta, or wait for Alpha Zeta. Once again, it's an A to Z start off. We do have Alpha, we do have Nova, we have DRYTRON full combo. Let's go. So Alpha's we're gonna activate Nova right off the gate, and we're gonna bring out Zeta. Now the thing is, I just noticed our opponent didn't have any response to that, so there's no Ash Blossom Joyous Spring or Max C, which is 2 cards we always gotta be looking out for. We're gonna activate Alpha. We're gonna be getting rid of Ben 10, so we're gonna do that right now. And we're going to have Alpha touch down. And our opponent's going to be touching out. DRYTRONs. Why did your opponent even think he's going to play this game anymore? You're in Plat 1. Be ready to scoop. I don't know, I'm making things up because it's DRYTRONs. Okay. Obviously, nobody wants to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With us, which makes me really sad. I'm going to show you real quickly a couple of things. Number 1, the ranking setup. Obviously, the most consecutive wins I had with DRYTRON so far is 17 wins with DRYTRON. I think I was like Gold 5 yesterday, and now we're Plat 1. 17 wins with DRYTRON in a row would normally get it done like that. In season 1, we was able to go ahead and do it with Shadow Invoke. That profile's on the channel. This following season, we got to Plat 3. I didn't really even play much Master Duel, but we did it with Shadow Invoked again, lazily, mind you. I didn't play much Master Duel. And yesterday, within a day, we went from Gold 5 to Plat 1 with DRYTRONs. So we're gonna go over the deck list. I'm gonna go over my deck list in more detail because I feel like my deck list is a lot different than a lot of builds online. A lot of people have different ways of playing DRYTRON, and here's mine. I'm gonna go over the deck list first, and I'll talk about my changes. We have 2 Eva, 3 Alpha, 1 Gamma, 3 Zeta, 2 Delta, 3 Herald Orange Light, 3 Maxi, 3 Divine Herald, 1 Dawn Knight, 1 Cyber Angel Natasha, 3 Cyber Angel Ben 10, 1 Cyber Angel Ida 10, Herald Ultimateness, 3 Cyber Emergencies, 3 Preparational Rites, 3 DRYTRON Novas, 2 DRYTRON Fafnir, 1 Meteor DRYTRON, and 2 Cobalt Grave. For the extract, we have 2 Herald Orange, 2 Herald Arclight, Lyrillist Assemble Nightingale, 2 Moonbed Fafnir, Down a Magician, Beatrice Lee Eternal, Zeus, Linkaribo, ID Masquerena, Union Carrier, Nightmare Unicorn, Borsal Dragon, Appaloosa, and Axel's Code Talker. So let's talk about some changes, because I know a lot of DRYTRON lists do things differently. They run pre-prep, and I just don't like the card. I don't think Herald of Perfection is good. I think Ultimateness is better, and here's why. Ultimateness negates everything, period. Everything opponent does negates it. Herald of Perfection does have some limitations to that, which can come up in games, so why even bring it to that level where Ultimateness says, you know what, doesn't matter, I'm going to negate it. We were also running Preparation of Rites, which is a big deal. Besides Herald of Ultimateness, the other cards, Ida 10, Ben 10, Natasha, can be searched out with Preparation of Rites. So this makes this card 10 times better. Even more better when you have Meteor DRYTRON in your graveyard, as you can add that back with Preparation of Rites. I'm seeing some builds not play Cyber Angel Ida 10, which to me is insane. After turn 1, after your ideal turn 1 board, which is ideally like Appaloosa, Herald of Ultimateness, that's your ideal turn 1 board. Maybe you get extra monster out, you could do like a Linkaribo, and then have a hand of multiple negations. Eva, Orange Light is ideal as well, because if they negate those 2 on board, you still have Eva, Orange Light, so you still have 2 more negations. I personally find like some of these cards to be really, really good. You can make an argument to add in cards like Cross the Designator, which is a great card to add, but you'll be cross designating only Max C. You really don't play Ash from Joy Spring. There's no need to play it, so you wouldn't want to put that card in your deck. I think Preparation of Rites does a lot for this deck. Once again, it extends a lot of gameplay. Dawn Knight was a card that I used to see play IRL TCG Yu-Gi-Oh! When DRYTRONs first came out max power, and everyone kind of forgot about that. But in this meta, the kind of we have right here in Master Duel, Dawn Knight allows a bad hand to become a good hand just by having it in your deck. So something you definitely want to consider playing. And I wish I had time to have a not ideal hand to use Dawn Knight. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to, but it happens. Another thing as well is, you notice I'm not playing LND Entis. I don't think in Master Duel that card is good. LND Entis is a decent card at best. The problem with LND Entis is if you're popping your opponent's card, you're not really going to gain advantage by using Herald Arclight. Herald Arclight is the ideal card you want to gain advantage for. As you see, right again on combo, we went Diviner Herald because Diviner Herald was going to get us Herald Ultimateness. So if we can use Ben 10 to do anything else, summon Diviner Herald before we finish up Ben 10, by the way, and use Diviner Herald to let us get Herald Ultimateness, so we can continue abusing Ben 10 to loss us up with Eva and Herald Orange Light. So that's the ideal thing. In a decent hand with 2 DRYTRONs, you'll probably end your turn with 3 DRYTRONs spent in graveyard. We play a total of 4 different named DRYTRONs, and that's kind of relevant. Another thing a lot of players don't play is 2 Fafnirs. I like Fafnir. I think this card's great. If I got Fafnir and get a Nova, that makes my deck more consistent. Why would I not play 2? So that's my mentality for playing 2 Fafnir. If I already have Nova, I'm just going to add Meteor DRYTRON. That means I don't need Zeta, and instead of playing Zeta, I could flip it and play Delta as part of my combo now, because Zeta is only needed to get Meteorness. Past turn 2, Zeta's not good. The card's actually the worst DRYTRON past turn 2. So if I open Zeta, let's say I open a Nova, Fafnir, and another DRYTRON name, we'll say Alpha, I will go ahead and use my Nova for a Delta after I resolve Fafnir to add Medianus. I think that's a play a lot of players kind of forget about, that Zea's only good turn 1. That card is trash following turns. Delta, infinitely better. It's a +1 every single turn by having, another ritual or ritual spell in your hand. So that's why I like that card a lot. And Natasha is one of the greatest cards in this game. I don't know why this card exists in Master Duel. People might say, hey V, we should have Ben 10, and okay, we'll hit Ben 10, but leave my girl Natasha alone. This card's absolutely broken. I think this is the best build of DRYTRONs. I do like the duality between Axis Talker and Boar Sword. We're seeing some lists in Master Duels play one or the other. Play both. Boar Sword can end the game, and if they break your board, you're playing a goofy game of like virtual monster smack. Why? Just go into the other boss monster and end the game. That's what I like about this card a lot. I think it's really good. I like playing both of them. I'm not playing Nightmare Phoenix. I feel like Nightmare Phoenix is alright, but the only deck you're really worried about with using Nightmare Phoenix would more than likely be something like Lich. Lich is a very tough matchup, and you have to go into like a Natasha like beatdown. Maybe I'll do a video talking about that. But for the most part, this is the ideal board. This is the ideal deck of DRYTRONs. I like it a lot. Union Carrier is really good as well. In case you don't have a full combo or you want to set a 4th DRYTRON name, you could do Union Carrier, or you could Union Carrier, equip Ava, use me as DRYTRON, bring out a ritual monster, Ava goes to graveyard, get Ava effect. That's also a play you can do, which is insane because then Ava goes to graveyard, and then you could add Herod of Orange Light and Divine the Herod in your hand, which is kind of broken. Or because you went to Union Carrier, which happens to be light magically, and that is kind of relevant. So yeah, this is my DRYTRON deck. Let me know what you think about this. Comment down below. Let me know how you doing in Master Duel, and what would you like to see next. This is your boy V. You boys also have a great day.